Hello, and welcome to the iMovie Technology Integration Project. This project was designed with myself, Monica, and Patricia all contributing to the project. This project will require the use of an iPad in order for students to make an online video. The problem that our TIP project addresses is finding a creative way of engaging students in the process of learning digital skills. In today's technological age, digital skills are emerging as an essential component to both educational and career success. Because enhancing the learning process through technology actively engages students, it should be considered as a medium for instruction whenever the instructor deems it feasible. Our conceptual solution hypothesized that through the implementation of technology, students would become more engaged in the learning process. Students will use iPads to create an online video on the iMovie application, then upload the finished product onto YouTube. This video will showcase the digital skills they've acquired while navigating the iMovie digital project. Students will become more familiarized with the specific mobile applications and technological devices utilized for digital movie production. The mobile application will reinforce students' digital skills while stimulating creativity through a variety of iMovie's video options. Our learning theory and justification for that theory is based on Dr. Ruben Puentedara's SAMR model. We believe that our TIP project with iMovie fits directly within the modification area of this model. The SAMR model stands for substitution, augmentation, modification, and redefinition, with the latter two stages being the more complex. In this stage, the goal of the lesson shifts from replacement or enhancement to an actual change in lesson design and its learning outcome. The key question involved in modification is, does this use of technology significantly alter the task? Technology, in this case, enhances the task because the primary objective is attaining students' digital skills. If you click the hyperlink arrow at the bottom right-hand corner of this page, it will take you to a short interview with Dr. Rubin explaining the SAMR model and specifically what the attributes of modification are and how that aligns with this project.
Inasmuch as working at the upper levels of SAMR, modification and redefinition, tends to be associated with greater gains by students in both comprehension, but not just, well, can they remember facts for an example, what can they do with what they've learned? What gives them greater agency, greater possibilities for using their knowledge.
As you can see in this rendition of the SAMR model, our TIP project, iMovie, would fall easily under the modification stage within the model. If you come to over here to research and follow it down, this is one of the stages that we have, only instead of Notability, we would be downloading the app iMovie. In the presentation as well, in the creation of our student movies, we will be combining audio, video, and text within the movie presentation. One of our technological solutions to solving student engagement in the digital learning process would be the iPad. Modern technology is undeniably appealing to students. Introducing students to mobile devices like the iPad help prepare the student for their future in a digital society. Apple is an exceptionally secure brand and guarantees educators student privacy. Apple has restriction settings school can implement, making the risk of students' internet access more controlled and monitored. Our second technological solution would be the iMovie app. The iMovie app integrates all the mobile devices within the classroom onto one program, resulting in a more collaborative classroom environment. Students can create online movies that incorporate photos, sound, formatting, and more. The creative editing options in iMovie incentivizes students to learn digital skills as a means of self-expression. The application is an easy-to-use video editing tool, making the process more stimulating and enjoyable for the students. The materials page lists for prospective instructors all the materials they will need in order to recreate this TIP project on their own. The first of the links takes you to a Google document with a slide that instructs you and the students on how to download the iMovie app. If you click on the project instructions via the poster PDF, you arrive at this page, which lists the specific materials you would need to implement this within a classroom. It also gives you a very thorough step-by-step instructional guide. Lastly, on the materials page is a Google Classroom code listed right at the bottom. If you enter in this number into our Google Classroom presentation titled Technology Summer Camp, you will be able to access our materials from the perspective of a student. Here in the Google Classroom, we as instructors can monitor people who have already explored this project, taken the quiz, and see live action results from how those students have done. Implementation. What is the practicality of introducing the TIP project? Who will it affect? It will affect students 8 through 12 years old enrolled in the VIK, Very Important Kids, summer reading program. How will we reach the desired goal? Through the integration of mobile devices and applications. Where will the project occur? It will occur at the Garcia Arts and Education Center, and it will be run through the summer faculty. Results. This page allows us to evaluate the effectiveness of our TIP project and allows us to draw conclusions based on those outcomes. These are two examples of the results from the iMovie survey, and you can access the full document by clicking on this graph here. And here you have the full results of the iMovie survey. And as we can see, 5 people have responded to this quiz or assessment. And here are the results. Additional results and conclusions learned. This page shows you the results of the iMovie quiz on the participants we had by clicking on this link here in the bottom left. As you can see, this one takes you to a spreadsheet of where all the answers are recorded. Some of the lessons learned through the results of this project are as follows. Kids enrolled in the summer reading program would rather participate in an educational lesson on iPads than have free time with coloring and board games. This leads to the conclusion that our goal of finding a creative way to actively engage students in the learning of digital skills was successful. When participating in the iMovie projects, kids were noticeably more well-behaved than at times without the iPads. In general, we found that technology integration is a useful and effective method for teaching. As instructors, we should look for ways to incorporate technology whenever possible. Lastly, to quickly review, what was our problem? Our problem was finding a creative way to make digital content and skill building engaging for the learners. What was the solution we implemented? We implemented the iMovie application on iPads in order to create digital content that's engaging for students. What is the theory used? The application of the SAMR model under the modification section, which combines text, audio, and video to create a movie presentation.